Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Simone if you're new here, and thanks for tuning in. There's no telling what you're gonna encounter on my video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new here, my name is Simone and it's a pleasure meeting you. Do not leave without subscribing, and there's honestly no telling what you're gonna find on my channel, so just tune in for the wild ride, okay? So today's video was supposed to be funny, laughable, it's supposed to get you in a good mood. But after careful inventory of my life, I've decided to speak on things that don't necessarily fit in the category of things that you speak about. And especially in the Black community, I feel like we normalize sweeping things under the rug opposed to just dealing with it face on, because ain't nobody supposed to be in your business. Well, guess what? Today we're going to talk about the business that's not supposed to be other people's businesses, okay? So without further ado, let's get to the video. Alright, so recently I lost a coworker, and what I didn't know was she was sick a lot of the times, at work and stuff. And when I came, she was super nice to me. She taught me the ropes, and even after she left the company, she still kept in contact with me. So not to get too much into it, but rewinding, I would buy Red Bulls, right? Because that's what I drink on my shift. I got to get a lot done, and I want to be able to move fast. So she'll be like, oh no thanks, I can't put that in my body, and you shouldn't put it in your body either because it's not good for you. So I'm just kind of like, whatever. You hear it all the time, but you never really paid any mind. So I'm just like, okay, haha, okay, no problem. Then her stance on a lot of things was, listen, put yourself first. Your health is more important. Listen, at the end of the day, you have to remember that God forbid something happens, you're the one who have to deal with it and not the company, okay? And I used to be, my rebuttal is always like, okay, yeah, no problem, but how am I gonna pay my bills? I'm gonna show up to work sick because I got work to do. I'm gonna show up to work sick because I have bills, I have a goal, and I have tunnel vision. I want to get it done, and I want to get it done as soon as possible. So I'm gonna wake up even when my body's telling me to sit down or lay down or relax. I'm still gonna keep on moving, And she passed away, and all that stuff started coming back in my mind. What she was trying to tell me, so good employees or perfect employees, or however you want to put yourself, all because you put your company first, and you're always there, and you're always running to an opportunity. Your phone rings, your manager's like, oh, come in, can you come in today? And your body's telling you, no, you gotta rest, no, you have to relax, no, you've been working 6 days a week, you gotta relax, you gotta relax, you gotta relax. And you don't listen to that voice, and you don't listen to your body, and you go out there and you do what you gotta do. Let me tell you this, you do one thing or two things or three things wrong in that company, they're gonna fire you. Perfect or not, they're gonna fire you. And when they fire you, you know what they're gonna do? Replace you. Because why? You're replaceable. God forbid you developed a back issue. You can sue them, sure, but your back's still gonna be hurting. Oh, God forbid a blood vessel pop in your brain, and it's fixable. It's probably not, but it's fixable in this scenario. And now you're suffering with long-term illnesses because something happened to you while on the job. Yeah, you can sue them. Yeah, they'll pay the doctor's bill. But did you still have a blood vessel pop in your brain? Yes. Are you still suffering those consequences of that? Yes. Okay, so what does that tell you? It tells you, relax, slow down. And I'm speaking to y'all, but I'm also speaking to myself, because I'm that person, I'm that employee that'll do everything that I gotta do when it comes to my company. I'll do all my work. I'll do more than my job requires me to do, all because I'm young. I gotta get it. When I get older, ain't no telling what my body's gonna do to me. So I'm gonna just try to get it done in a fast pace. But I'm here to tell you, slow down. Slow down, okay? Take care of yourself. If you haven't been to the doctor in a while, now is the perfect time to go. Figure out what's going on with you, because God forbid you don't, and it just keeps on building in your body, and tomorrow, God forbid, you pass, and now you have your whole family wondering what the hell happened. And not to say that it could have been avoided, but just take care of yourself, sweetheart. We only have one life to live, and granted, Earth right now is a hot mess. As long as there's life, there is hope. So take care of yourself. Put all that stuff that your company got you doing, do it, but do it with you in mind. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you're the one on the hospital bed. Those people in corporate, they're picking up the phone. they're filing out workman's comp papers for you or whatever, but at the end of the day, even if you do get compensated, you still are in pain. You still are injured. Okay, so just keep that in mind and moving on. So, the business that's not supposed to be other people's business, right? My love, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to feel a certain way about something, okay? It's okay to not sweep things under the rug and talk about it right there and then. Things that you don't talk about will eventually kill you. No, not physically. It'll kill you mentally. It'll kill you spiritually. It will kill you as far as having a voice and having that voice be heard. I learned that a long time ago. Y'all, I used to be suicidal, okay? Because there were so many things that I was dealing with that I could not explain to anyone. And I know I'm not the only one on earth who had to deal with that. So now, when things happen, I'm going to talk about it. And I don't care who it affects, because at the end of the day, me being okay is what I have to worry about. God gave me my life to steward. And in being a steward, I'm going to talk about what bothers me. I will not keep my mouth shut about anything. As you. If you are dealing with stuff that no one's apologized for or no one has taken accountability or responsibility for, I'm telling you right now, get help or speak about it. Because if you don't speak about it, that's what's going to run on your mind all day long. When you're angry and you're lashing out, all because you didn't have an outlet to get your hurt out, people are going to label you as crazy. They're going to label you as noisy. Don't pay her no mind because she's always complaining. Don't pay her no mind because she's acting up for no reason. And sweetie, I know it's not for a reason. I know it's not for no reason, actually. It's for a reason. And it's because you are not voicing what has happened to you in the past. You're not voicing what's happening to you even in the present. Okay? Find an outlet and speak about it. Find an outlet and get it out. You're not over-exaggerating. There's no such thing as over-exaggeration. If it affects you, it affects you. There's nothing as being too sensitive. If it affects you, it affects you. And yeah, one thing I realized on earth or in life is that you know, they don't want to see the faults in their own actions. And whose fault is that? It's not your fault. You can't force them to look at something the way that you're seeing it, because at the end of the day, you're the one affected, you know? And that's why they tell you that forgiveness is not for the other person, it's for you, because it frees you. And what I realized is that when you have things that you haven't spoken about in your life, you know, what ended up happening is you start to formulate these excuses in your mind, and you start to formulate, oh, if I go to my mom and I tell her what has happened to me back then, she's going to look at me crazy, or she's going to judge me. So now that turns into condemnation and shame. And then the Bible tells you that there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. And what you don't realize is you looking at it as being shameful is what's holding you back. Tell it. Let it out. Tell it so that you can be free. You can't be free if you continue to hold it in you. Like, there are so many like rape victims and sexually assaulted victims that have not spoken about what has happened to them because of the stigma it carries. Because of, oh, she's lying, don't pay her no mind. Or because the other person is going to sit there and be like, oh, that never happened. And they know it did. They know it did, but they know that, you know, them owning up to what they did is going to make them lose respect in their families or their communities and all that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, sweetheart. Just get it out. Get it out so you can start fresh. Get it out so you can be you. What y'all don't realize is, like, all that stuff that we hold in and all that stuff that we don't talk about, it amounts to stress. Losing sleep, losing weight, can't eat, or eating too much, like, all that stuff stems from somewhere. There is a root, and you cannot go anywhere unless you cut that tree down by the root. Like I said, in the Black community, is, oh, ain't nobody's business, just sweep it under the rug. No, what you sweep under the rug is still dirt. What you sweep under the rug, you still got to deal with it some way or the other. Y'all forget, okay? That rug is in the old house. And when you're moving out of the house, you got to pick up the rug. You have to pick up the rug. The rug's not going to stay there. Or if you leave it there, then that's fine. But that rug's still going to be there with all that secret, all that stuff pushed underneath it. And it's not fair because you're carrying that baggage. Y'all know that song by Erykah Badu called Bag Lady? You gon' hurt your back carrying all them bags like that. That's real. That's real. But you gotta open them bags, take out whatever's in them bags, and deal with it. Deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? Deal with it. It's not fair that you have to deal with it because you didn't cause that pain. But honey, in order for you to move on, that's what you have to do. And I'm speaking to y'all calm because, like I said, I'm speaking to myself as well. And I'm not going to yell and get all passionate because, like, sometimes everything ain't all about rah-rah and hooping and hollering, all right? But take care of you. You is all you got, You can take care of everybody else too, but hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. So, in order for you not to spread that hurt, or even if you don't see it as hurt now, it is, because when you have kids, you're transferring hurt to them because of the hurt that you had to endure and that you didn't deal with. So, I said, find you an outlet. You can't talk to your mom because she one-sided. You can't talk to your father because God knows where his mind is at. You can't talk to your friends because they got their own stuff going on. You find you a therapist. Yes, I know it's not the norm to speak to a shrink in our day and age, but going to a psychologist really does help. 1, confidentiality. 2, she can't tell nobody your business, which falls into confidentiality. And 3, it helps you. It helps you, It helps you find an understanding of what's going on or how to fix what's been happening. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I really, really, really want you to know, like, you're not alone, And even if you feel like, yes, you are, and no one's ever been through what you've been through and all that, I have. And so many other women and men who are going through the same thing in this very moment. And I'm telling you right now, like, there is help, there is hope, and get what you gotta get done, And with that being said, I want you to know that I'm here for you, and take care of yourself, take care of your mind, take care of your body, take care of your emotions, because at the end of the day, when everybody else is gone, it's just going to be you and God, And I'd rather you be happy than to be sad and having to pick up pieces and figure out things that you didn't have anything to do with. You get what I mean? So, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you listening. And I really want you to take this serious because I'm taking it serious. All right. So without further ado, I hope to see you in my next video.